You know, the golden generations last days. Before we get into that, it's always that golden generation term. I don't want to give it to teams because every time the country has a golden generation, they fail to deliver on the international level. I'm talking about Belgium in 2018. I'm talking about Algeria in 2014 and 18 too. I'm talking about Cameroon in 2002. I'm talking about Ivory Coast in 2010 or Ghana in 2010. Every time there is always a golden generation, there's so much pressure. Let's just let these boys enjoy. Yeah. So they are experienced, physical, they are battle tested, definitely. Do you think that Senegal is a contender in this world?
I think so. I actually think if there's an African country to win this World Cup, I think it will be either the Democratic Republic of Congo, who will get there, or Senegal. I honestly think that Senegal's team is capable of going and challenging and beating some of these teams that win the World Cup.
I do believe so. I do believe. Well, I don't know about Congo.
Wait. We'll get there. We'll get there.
But yeah, for sure, Senegal is a contender. They have been one of the most consistent and constant team in Africa.
They already have a history of like destroying people's.
We're this close to beat them.
We're gonna go there. You sure? We don't want to be depressed here. We don't want to get depressed.
No, let's talk about Sadio Mane in this team. How important do you think Sadio Mane is, and how great do you think his role is in this World Cup? Considering his age and the fact that right now he plays in a lesser league right now. What do you expect from Sadio Mane in this World Cup?
I actually think he's going to show up the way he has shown up every time they need.
Big game man.
This is like,
man, for sure.
With this team is, with him not being his prime, right? Like, this is not prime Sadio Mane. But I feel like he is still going to play the way he played because he's hungry. He wants to win. He is hungry and he's been hungry. He was hungry to win the AFCON. He's hungry to win the World Cup. And he's going to show up not only as a leader on the team, but he's going to show up and deliver in his position. And also, he's going to communicate with the defender. They have, what's his name? Kalidou Koulibaly on the defense. He's going to have Mendy in the goalkeeper. There's already like 3 leaders. There's a triangle in there. So I feel like he's going to show up. And he might surprise everybody. He might be the one player that, once this World Cup ends, he might be the one player that people talk about.
I know the fact that now we can sit down and see that African teams they don't go from let's see how further we can go to let's go win. So
yeah.
Shout out to all these federations, all the people.
And I love how hungry we are. We're ready to eat. We're ready to eat.
African coming strong. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about the new golden generation.
Boy.
Would you call them a new golden generation? Because I don't really think that this team is living up to the standard of those who came before, including the work and set the bar. I don't think that this team right now, and all respect to them and what they've been doing, I just don't think that right now they're matching the levels of the team full of DJ Zokora, Didier Drogba, Salomon Kalou, Wilfried Boni, Yaya Touré, Kolo Touré, Kono Disney. I just think I get traumatized by this thing. I will tell you, as a Congolese man, someone of the I am traumatized. I will tell you, Ghana has two kryptonites in Africa, in Ivory Coast.
And they're all our cousins.
The places. So I can tell you that this team really marked childhood. With this new team with Amad Diallo and Kessié being their captain, they're great. They've done great things, mostly when we expected them to be in the 2023 AFCON. New golden generation, I don't think so. If they are contenders of the World Cup, I still don't think so.
Really? You don't think all these young players, you were here talking about Algeria, right? And Tunisia, like you reference how like Morocco, they're dominating from the young stage, the young ages. You don't think this young Ivorian team is capable of becoming like a contender or be a competition to some of these big teams? You don't think so?
I do think that Coach Faye has been putting in work.
Okay.
And there's still a lot of improvement. I would say maybe the 2030 World Cup with the same team, because they've been great, but like probably I mean that's the network. But I just can't see them as teams in this world. I just don't.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they've been grown. They are still one of the top teams in Africa. Don't sleep on them. I'll put them as underdogs. You get favorite teams like elite level, you get contenders, you get underdogs, and you get lost cases. And I will still put them as underdogs. People that you might not expect them, but they can come up strong. So,
Okay. So do you think Ahmad is the new Drogba? You don't think so?
that
The way he plays,
good.
you don't think he's the new Drogba?
No.
So you don't think anybody can replace Drogba?
There will be somebody actually. Football is an everlasting sport, but currently
Ahmad is not playing to the level of Didier Drogba.
Chelsea, you gotta know that.
Listen, no, that I don't want to be biased here. I'm trying to be fair, but you know my stance on this. You know, there's nobody that will ever stand to Drogba in my life, like you know the way I think.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about one of the top 4 in Africa.
We're not saying that is he Didier Drogba. We're saying is he the new Didier Drogba
What's the
for
difference?
Ivory.
Is it Drogba, the new Drogba? What's the difference? It's just the word new in it. But no, he's not. There's only gonna be one Didier Drogba. If Amad Diallo wanna be great, you gotta be Amad Diallo.
No, okay. I like how you spin that. I like how you spin that. So you want to take the next one?
All right.
Ghana.
The best song.
The Black Stars.
The best star.
No, they carry last.
Because we know who the carry has now.
Oh, Nigeria. Anyways, okay, let's go.
So, Ghana, the redemption story.
Lawyer.
I love that redemption story phrase because for the past
16 years.
yes, exactly. For the past 16 years, Ghana has been living in the shadow of that 2010 generation. Even generation because were this close to go to the semi-final and they had a great team. They played idol. But I'm talking about the fact that what happened after that.
Right.
The 2012 AFCON on the World Cup level, it hasn't been that great. You can remember Iñaki Williams missing that open shot goal after pressing behind the defender in 2022. That's the redemption team for me.
Listen,
But
everything you have to say is sad. Everything you said about Ghana right now is making me sad.
they did not.
When we get into the best part,
The rest is that they qualified. But also at the center, we're talking about a team that did not play the last AFCON.
yeah, they did.
So for me, it's like another mixed feeling like Tunisia right now. You are poor on no performance AFCON in the last AFCON, but we're expecting big things because you carry a big name and a big legacy on your shoulder in this World Cup. So it is a redemption team. They have top players. Not the same level as the 2010. Still respect the team they have right now.
Yeah.
But do we have big expectation for a team that's still in reconstruction? Miss the old work, that miss the latest, the last AFCON.
Okay, I agree with you. I feel like they're still haunted and living like through that whole 2010 like situation, and they don't seem to get out of it. Even their fans, when they qualified, they were more excited to qualify so they can move on from the trauma that was caused by 2010 than actually celebrating the fact that they qualified. But hey, I am still happy because they are part of history and they're part of the teams that made us Africa as a continent have 10 teams.
Even though they did not participate on the last AFCON, they got 4 AFCONs. They are one of the teams that participate the most in the World Cup. And they're still making history.
Yeah, absolutely.
By participating because we still gotta go to the African standards. Don't win, participate. Being part of the tournament is still a great thing for us.
No.
How many countries is there in Africa? 54. How many countries have participated?
Okay.
So it's like, now it's less than 20%. It's the continent with the most countries and they just fail to deliver. So we got to set our standard. We got to be aware. We got to set our standards, and realize that participating is still a win.
I don't agree with that. Oh, no. Why are you setting the standard low? How are you going to set the standard low when you want to go and win the World Cup? We're not setting standards low. Ghana, listen to me. You are not setting the standard low. You're not going to live through the 2010 again. You are not going to stay where they are telling you to be. Don't listen to this guy. To me.
I'm not saying that they should not. I know that they should not aim high. Every team got to aim high because that's the level of the competition. But we still got to give them flowers for even qualifying.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I mean. I'm not talking about Ghana. I'm talking about the standards of. We got to give them flowers. Let's talk about the most surprising team in that list. The team that's been surprising me since 2015 is the Ryan Mendes generation. Let's talk about Cape Verde.
Do you know that they have like under 600,000 people?
Yeah, it's 500,000 people.
Jesus.
If you live in Kinshasa, look at 11 million people in one city. What is 500,000? It's a little neighborhood. Maybe in Houston, it's probably a quarter of the Houston. She's just the third world. But we have this team qualifying. They have a very great run. They beat top teams. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Small nation, big fights, yes, because since 2015 they've been these people.
Yeah.
They qualified for the AFCON in 2015, and we even drew them on the group stage, and they qualified for the next level. Then now they're going to the first World Cup.
That's their first World Cup in the country history, right?
Yeah.
God, that's incredible.
It reminds me of Togo in 2006. What do you expect from the biggest underdogs, the lost coast contenders? What do you think?
I think that they are probably one of the team that is going to be the best underdog story. Listen, hear me out. So we have a small country that just made it to the World Cup for the first time ever, right? They have a small group of, the small population backing them. Their government trust in they trust in the process. They are getting behind them and supporting them, giving them the resources to prepare for themselves for this stage. Not only that, they already know that everybody's looking at them as nothing, as no competition. Remember, we're talking about the World Cup now.
But again, you have to know that from the World Cup qualifications to the AFCON qualifications, everything was happening around the same time. So the same way we saw Ghana qualifying for the World Cup and not the AFCON, Cape Verde the same thing, or Nigeria qualifying for the AFCON and not the World Cup. We have to nuance the fact that it's a young team.
It is a young team.
We should not put pressure on them. They came in. If you deliver great performances, great.
Oh, Lord.
The whole Africa continent will cheer for you. But if you get out on the first round, nobody will hold you for that.
Listen, I'll hold you. You know why? Because these are young players. Listen, we've been talking about making the World Cup and missing AFCON, right? But AFCON is really not the standard. The World Cup is the standard.
I thought we agreed that AFCON was actually gaining on notoriety.
It is.
And setting the bar high.
It is setting the bar high. That doesn't mean that's the bar. The bar is the World Cup. AFCON is setting the bar high.
The bar is the World Cup for everybody, but like with the AFCON going higher, now we can measure what team can be good based on the AFCON performance.
I know, but listen, them missing the AFCON could be a good opportunity for them because that means they're preparing themselves. That means they actually have time to prepare for the World Cup. The teams that spend more time trying to play AFCON, they don't have enough time to prepare themselves for the World Cup. They might actually perform worse. They might not have enough conditioning. They're probably over there conditioning, preparing themselves for that. And I actually feel like they are the potential to be the one of the best underdog stories because they are hungry. They have young players that are ready to make history for their country. Beyond just qualifying, I think they're going to make noise. So, South Africa, they hosted the 2010 FIFA World Cup, right?
Great, one of the greatest World Cup of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Organization, mood, vibe, teams, the level, the legends playing, the music, man.
Everything was good.
Shout out South Africa. Y'all carried Africa in that.
They've always carried Africa in a lot of aspects. One of the most advanced African countries, and they always keep up with the rest of the world, yes. Which is really good.
We're joining BRICS.
Do you think they're rebuilding their identity?
Yes.
With this World Cup?
Yes.
Because they've been very quiet.
Yes, and I do believe that this generation is stronger than the 2010 generation.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a bold statement.
Yes, they had players like Teko Modise, Sipio Chabalala, but like these teams.
Sipio. You think anybody here can compare to Sipio in this team?
No. But as a team,
Okay.
As
They
a
have
team.
greater potential
Yes.
than the 2010.
I'm not going to say they are greater than the generation that won the World Cup. I think it was 96, if I remember. Compared to the 2010 generation that our generation remembers, they are stronger because they've been consistent. They've been playing the AFCON more often. But that same generation played the AFCON in 2013 and they did not deliver because it wasn't their country.
They're older then.
This team was Africa 2023 AFCON number 3. They finished third, beating us in the little friend game.
Focus.
And they qualified for the next AFCON, which was 2025, 2026.
Yeah.
They had a pretty decent performance. They qualified for the World Cup in 2026. I think that's after the golden generation that won the AFCON. This is a great team, better than the 2010, and I have high expectations.
Really?
Yes, they are real underdogs, baby contenders.
Really?
Yes.
South Africa?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, no. I think you have like a little bit of obsession for South Africa. Is your opinion biased?
By what?
I don't know. A certain interest, maybe?
Like what?
I don't
Do you
know.
think they got gold mines in South Africa or something?
Maybe. The way you're talking about that.
No, I'm just talking about football is about consistency and the work that people have been putting over the
That is true.
years. And they've been constant and consistent in what they do. And I just do believe that they can deliver great performances.
That's true. You're right. You're right on that. Okay, now let's talk about this
Sleeping cat.
the sleeping cat.
And I love the word cat because the cat is seen as a very lazy animal. But when you talk about big cats, they might turn dangerous when you expect them the least.
You know what? Take my line. Listen, these sleeping cats have a working, right? They are rich in minerals.
The leopard.
They are bringing it to this grand stage of them all. They are a team. They are a team that made Africa have this historical moment in this World
It
Cup.
was already a story.
Listen,
It was only 9 teams,
teams.
which was given
Yeah,
by the number of teams.
but
that-
we earned them.
Yes.
The 10th space. We earned it.
And as usual, we have to go the extra mile for that. We're always the last one in the bus, the last one in school, the last one in church, the last one in weddings, the last one in birthday parties. And we were the last one in Morocco. Yes. Always expect Congo to come up in the last minute.
Here's the thing.
Last but not least.
But listen, what I'm about to say, whatever you hear is not coming from me. Blame our producer. This has nothing to do with me. But we are Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. We have a huge talent pool. Like we have a huge talent pool. For some reason, we just seem to be sleeping a lot. We are underachievers. Like don't deliver as much as we do
By the talent that you need,
globally.
everybody that have Congolese blood that play football or people that play in the national team specifically.
But globally, Congo has a really large talent.
I mean, we've been supplying France and Belgium.
Exactly.
Hey, they are French and Belgians, okay? They're Europeans. What is nationality, my brother?
Listen. Your identity is your roots. Nationality is based on like your ability to change your location and go somewhere else.
Some countries don't work like that. The US.
So my question is this: is the DR Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, the biggest, the leopard?
The Leopard, first sub-Saharan team to qualify for the World Cup ever in 1974 after winning the second AFCON. So we back, it was our only World Cup back 52 years.
52 years later. I missed
We
that.
back, just like Haiti, shout outs to my Haitian boys. Right, we back.
Why are we bringing Haiti in here?
Because
We talking about Congo.
we are brother nations, we're participating in the World Cup the same year for the first time, and we're coming back for the second time in the same year. It's
That is very true. But my question is this: do you think the Democratic Republic of Congo in this World Cup, do you think the biggest wasted potential?
Why you put wasted in front of potential if we actually qualify?
Because you can qualify
Mhm.
and still not go anywhere. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay.
When Jamaica,
Mhm.
let's go to the qualifiers in Mexico, right?
Right.
And the Reggae Boys, Jamaica, played New Caledonia. You watched that game.
Mhm.
So how bad
Mhm.
Jamaica performed? The fact that
From the game level was low.
the level was low. Congolese players were sitting there watching this game. just for them to go and play Jamaica and wait for one lucky goal to win the game. They played the worst that they've ever played in a qualifying game. We're talking about a really big stage. Okay, first of all,
did you watch Morocco DRC in 2022?
listen.
Give grace, but like, let's be honest. If y'all want to go, y'all can go look at statistics and all that. Congo did not play a bad game. The game was not awful. We were just unlucky. Fine. We were just unlucky in finishing goals, but the midfield controlled the game. We had more shots on target. They had the possession, but most of the possessions were on their side, which means that they were just passing the ball around on their side. Senegal expectation on the country that hasn't played the World Cup for 52 years. Even the president said that, he said, I'm not going to tell you to go win, but like, if you do your best, that will be awesome.
Why are you listening to that?
It's very first that reflects the whole mindset behind the team. They have made history. Going to that World Cup is amazing. I'll always remember that, because the last time Congo played World Cup, I don't even know how old my dad was. And we are seeing that live in the US, in Houston. And you're talking about Senegal expectations? We can't even qualify for the World Cup, for the AFCON final.
So, if you leave it to me, right? My expectations for this team, for this Congolese team, is they need to show up. They need to beat Portugal. And I think they are capable of beating Portugal.
They are. But contenders or underdogs.
You don't think DR Congo is contenders? You do not think so? I actually think you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Looking at our talent for this team, looking at how hungry they are now that they have this opportunity, how good that food will taste, and then you go in that kitchen and you steal that food and you eat it.
Okay,
it tastes good. That's how I see this take.
And how many African countries has gone into that kitchen, smelled that food, and still did not eat it?
Oh, we like to eat.
She was trying to be on the audience the whole time, and now when it comes to Congo, she's showing the bias.
I'm not being biased.
You are being biased, because saying that Congo as a
they are contenders.
Has more talent than Senegal?
Yes. Congo has more. Congo talent-wise is better than Senegal. Congo talent-wise is better than Senegal. They figured out how to, like, if they just wake up and figured out how to actually follow through with their shots, they take the shot and they actually score. They actually go and perform. They lock down players like Ronaldo. They can win the World Cup. And I'm going to say this. You heard it here first. Democratic Republic of Congo is going to beat Portugal in Houston, Texas. They are going to beat they're going to go on to winning the World Cup in 2026. You heard it here first.
Well, I'll be honest. So this generation will always be in my mind. They did great. Even when we thought it was lost, when we lost to Senegal in the Stade Martyr.
They went on and won and made the World Cup.
Even when we thought that Cameroon could beat us, even when we thought that Nigeria could beat us, we delivered. I would give flower to Coach Desalvo, because he took that team when we were at the lowest. We did not qualify for the 20 AFCON. It was a disillusioning Rabat when we lost to Morocco. He came and took on that team. He took us to the 4th place in the 2023 AFCON.
Yeah.
We qualified for the 2026 AFCON, even though we got out at the round of 16. We qualified for the World Cup playoffs. We qualified for the World Cup with a team that at first nobody believed in, with players that were unknown on the international scene for a lot of them. We did breaks, and I know it's the beginning of great things coming. I know it's not going to be the last World Cup we're going to play until the next 50 years. But, and there is going to be a but, because I'm realistic too. I'm a football fan.
I am a football fan.
I love my country. They've done great, and they will do great. But right now, it's just the beginning. Let's not put pressure on our team. If we get the furthest, even getting on the next round of 32, amazing. Round of 16, wonderful. Quarterfinals, shoot, praise to Jesus. Semifinals, what do you want? Finals, top of the world. And if we are World Cup champions, hey,
we just
no immunity left. We're gonna be the pride of Africa until the end of times. Right. If it turns out to be bad, because there's also possibility to turn out to be bad, it's okay. We have
Why
years to grow.
focusing on the negative?
I am realistic. I just mentioned all the positive sides, but we're not going to be delusional to say that nothing negative can happen.
Sometimes being delusional helps. Sometimes being delusional gives you the motivation you need to
You see what I was saying about being biased? She wasn't delusional when she was talking about Egypt and Morocco.
I think Congo is going to be the underdog of this tournament, and they're going to wake up from being sleeping.
We have a good defense. We have a good defense, and I really count on that.
I count on backup and Wisa to come back.
I hope the offense is going to wake up because when you look at the statistics from the 2023 AFCON to now, the majority of goals we scored were not scored by attackers. I expect the offense to do better. I expect those who do great in their clubs to also do great in the national team.
Oh, absolutely.
And
yeah,
I'll root for my country and good luck.
Thank you. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is an African podcast. We're coming to you with the World Cup segments. This is just one of the many segments to come. So stay tuned, subscribe, share, and let us know who you're supporting. Let us know if you're down for the African.
Comment. We want massive comments.
Exactly.
Tell us who's going to be the favorite, who's going to be the underdogs, who's going to be the contenders, who's going to be lost. Hopefully.
Yes.
From your mouth to God's ears. Interact and tell us what you think.
Thank you.